Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Bruce and Josh Show. This week we're going to be talking about why you can make more money if you sell your house without us, right? Wrong.
Almost every situation across the board, we are going to make you more money, even after paying us our commission, than you're going to do going at it alone. And there are many reasons for that, which we'll get into in just a minute.
So people often think that they're going to make more money going at it alone because they're upfront not paying us a commission, and they think they're going to save that commission cost, when in reality they come in and of course it's two opposing parties dealing with each other. You've got the seller dealing directly with the buyer. So the seller wants to sell their house for as much as they can, and the buyer wants to buy that house from the seller for as little as they can. So you already have two parties who don't want the same thing.
Build into that the emotion of where you actually live as the seller. So we're not talking about, a corporate type deal where it's just business and I'm selling you a Snickers bar and you want to buy a Snickers bar. We're not talking about that. We're talking about a place where, as a seller, you have raised your children. I don't know, you proposed in the house. Your dog, your favorite dog for 12 years lived with you in that house. All of your memories are in that property. Mm-hmm. And now someone's coming in and wants to buy it from you, and they're talking negative things about that house. They want to offer you less than you have it on the market for. They want you to repair something. That place on the wall where your children have grown and you've made that marking all up the wall, they want you to paint over that. The hideousness.
The humanity.
And so your emotion kicks in of, well, it was good enough for me for all these years and my memories and my loved ones and my dog. Why isn't it good enough for you? And so that is the reason, that is a big reason why third-party negotiation in real estate works so much better, because it takes the emotion out of it. We don't have the memories in the house that you have. So we're able to go to you without emotion and help you understand the things that need to happen in order to make the transaction be successful. The other problem outside of emotion is that it's really easy to find a buyer. It is, especially in this market.
Oh yeah, buyers basically are falling off trees
They
to
are.
get into houses.
They are. We could open this front door right now and I guarantee you there's 12 buyers standing out in that street.
Yeah, the real problem arises is when you have that buyer and you're under contract. It's keeping the wheels, as we say, on the deal, and all the problems that arise that come up before closing, such as repairs, anything with the buyer's financing that can get worked through, but necessarily, is just an issue that needs to be, looked at by a professional.
Or big things, like that driveway we've been driving down for the last 35, 40 years is actually 6 feet over onto the neighbor's property. And what do we do now? Or that quitclaim deed that we signed 10 years ago with a power of attorney was not legal because we used a power of attorney that was self-serving. How do we fix this?
Right.
Well, those are huge problems. And those are problems that the experience that we have and the people that we have on our team. So you don't just get us. You don't just get my 32 years, Josh's experience, everything that we've learned together through the real estate spectrum. You get also the collective intelligence of all of our vendors, all of our partners, the title attorneys that we have, the lenders that we have, the surveyors that we have, the appraisal process of like something's wrong on the appraisal and how to head that off and how to help fix that to where it's actually correct and accurate.
Right.
Those type of things that I guarantee you don't know because you just don't do this on a day in and day out basis. So you're just seeing how easy it is to find a buyer. You're not thinking about what happens between the time that buyer walks up and says, I like your house, and getting to the closing table.
So, in the end, Bruce, how much are they saving when they do it themselves?
Well, the problem, the real problem with it is that, yes, you're saving a commission, but stats show nationwide that about 90% of for sale by owner deals actually fall apart and never come together, and those people hire a realtor to fix it. So the cost of what's happened there is that your life has been on hold. You've continued to pay more mortgage payments and insurance payments and taxes and utility bills. You've not been able to move. Maybe you couldn't take a job because you needed to sell your house first. You couldn't make that move. You couldn't buy that next house because you couldn't sell this one. So months have gone by, and you're still no different than you were months earlier, had we been involved in the deal and could have held it together when that buyer had come along.
So what you're saying is, basically, if you're thinking about for sale by owner because you want to save on the commission, you're possibly looking at costing yourself money.
Oh, absolutely. And the stats actually do show. This is a National Association of Realtors survey study over decades. The actual stats show that saving that commission will cost you anywhere from an average of 15 to 18%.
Wow, that's nuts.
So almost 3 times the amount of what it's going to cost you to use a realtor.
If you like this video, remember to hit that like button, comment for any questions you had, share the video with anybody you feel it would be useful for, follow us on social media, and subscribe.
And if you like cooking, check out our cooking show, What's for Dinner, Pensacola. And of course, we'll see you guys next week.
See ya.